what would you have suggested that it does?
So this is what I would suggest, because they say the change starts with me. It's a cliche for Nigeria, and they say whatever you do, government should show leadership by force itself. It should start by them, because it's all about illegality. If Aso Villa is not built on, is not in the master plan, it is illegal. Why don't you prove to the world you mean well by destroying Aso Villa? But the reason why successive governments have not done that is because there are certain wrongs that have already been committed. They are thinking of how to redesign. When Buhari was in power, I remember that time FCDA was coming up with a proposal. The whole of that Lugbe that it goes down, all these places where you have estates, they were going to destroy them. He said, when you do that, you throw families into problem. What do? We see how we can bring alternative for the good of the people. So you mentioned the initial ones about the sewage, about these places. I agree. They have to all go down. But to show good intention and that you are not coming with a vendetta spirit with actually a political opponent in mind. When you think of that, what are you supposed to do as a government that is people-oriented? Provide alternative.
Is your position thinking that there are possibility of a witch hunt?
No, not possibility. That is the mission. That is his mission. The core objective for his being in the FCT is to achieve three things. One, intimidate and impoverish the opponent. Harass the opponent. And you will see in the comment, you see this thing we're talking will look like what I'm saying is not true. All we need is to be patient and see the coming days. And then number two, to use the instrument of the, in this Machiavelli principles, where they talk about the fox and yes, it's something about stick and the fork, to use those reward system and bring people. They are all building towards a one-party state in Nigeria. All these African countries you are seeing this problem is because most of these leaders are running practically what looks like a one-party state. And Tinubu has not told Nigeria he wants to fight Nigeria. Every day he calls me to say he wants good. So why should people appoint him? Permit me, Mr. Sheon, in 1 minute to address this issue of FCT. Because people massage his ego by making him feel like he is the governor of the FCT. He is not. A minister of the FCT is a glorified commissioner constitutionally. That is why if FCT were to be a state, FCT will carry the characteristics, functionality, and the capacity of a state. So if FCT were to be a state, Council of State meeting, the minister will be like the governor. He will attend a National Economic Council meeting. The Constitution in Schedule 1, it states the names of the states of the federation and their local government. FCT is not there. FCT has 1 senator, and FCT is larger than Bayelsa. Bayelsa is 3 senators. Even those who wanted to go to court and argue in this election that FCT is 37 states have run foul of the law. Because the law is clear, the express mention of the one is the exclusion of the other. The section 279 that says, or 290 that says for the purposes of this section, FCT will be treated as if it were a state. It's talking about administration. Even in that place, it says the president and the National Assembly are the one that administer FCT, not the minister and National Assembly. So FCT minister is a glorified commissioner. We have to put this in proper context so that he does not even, the first place he will have problem is even with Tinubu, his principal. Because right now, the way he's been carried and the way he's been lowered, as if we have 2 presidents in the FCT. And I don't have anything against it, like I said from the beginning. He has capacity among all the ministers of President Tinubu. To me, at the moment, Governor Wike has proven to be the most effective one. We have to give it to him. When you want to be objective, we have to be objective. But I said, whether he wants to do good or he wants to do the other one, is up to him. For now, what he's flying, the kite is flying, is that of terrorizing the city. Have you not looked about the child mortality within the FCT, mortality within the FCT? See the robbery because of poor transportation system. Fuel subsidy has just been removed, thereby making life excruciating and difficult for the people of the FCT.